Well, hey guys, welcome to Bowhunting Soul. Okay, just want to do a like an updated video on the Mushin, right, that I have here. The Mushin. What I'm having to do now with this particular bow is instead of coming, full draw like this and then expand to touch the nose, okay, instead of doing that, which kind of flew to the right, it makes the spine a little bit too weak. So I'm actually trying to do two things. I'm trying to combat target panic, one of which is the oddest thing. Like if I know I'm going to do a feather to nose shot, I can come right to here, corner of the nose, and then it's this extra little bit over here that like makes me feel like it's molasses. Mentally, if I know if I'm going to make a feather to nose shot, if I know I'm going to not do a feather to nose shot and just come to corner of mouth and not do that extra little bit, I can't get to the corner of my mouth. I short draw and I end up like right about here, okay, instead of like up here, okay. It's the weirdest thing. The mental game and it's internal and it just drives me nuts is very real, okay. It's such a struggle. Again, understand what I just said. If I know I'm going to come and do a feather to nose shot, I have no problem getting to step one, and then step two is this extra expansion over here to do it, okay. But if I know ahead of time that I'm just going to go and not do a feather to nose and just come to here and look and aim and shoot, I'll hit a wall of molasses. And I don't care whether it's a 52-pound bow or a 40-pound bow, okay. It's all mental. I hit a brick wall. It's unreal. My target panic is off the charts, okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to cure that, number one. And number two, I'm trying to speed up my shot as best I can. And what I want to do is, be able to just kind of come and like, if I do this, okay, and I draw, my arrow tip is I have to aim high, okay. Years ago, when I used to shoot a compound when I had target panic, a lot of compound guys will aim low and then drive by up, right? They'll kind of aim low and then they'll do like a drive-by shooting up like this and then let go, which is terrible. Same with this. For me, I'm having to hold high. So if the let's just say the target's like right here, and I'm not pointing at the actual target, I'm just, standing in front. Let's just say the target's right here, or the point of where I'm trying to aim, impact or whatever, then I'm actually up here with my arrow tip, right? So, if I want to be here, I actually have to aim up here, and I'm locked down. I'm locked, right? I'm locked, and I can't. I'm like this, and I need to just be doing this, but I hold high. I'm holding high because like that mental thing is just like, it's killing me. It's killing me. So, what I want to be able to do is draw, right? I want to be able to draw. Let's do this. I don't do split fingers, so it's hard to do without. So I want to be able to do to draw and just look, right? Look where I want to, but I'm still seeing this. I'm still seeing the arrow. I've tried doing split finger where I know it's going to get the arrow more out of my way, and I can't do it. I've tried. My shots are terrible that way. I end up having to be like my bow arm, I hit way too high. So split finger is not doing it for me. But what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to get to a point where I can draw like this, okay, and just shoot. But I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't see that. Those are a little high, okay? Left and right, they're, a little to the right, whatever, but they're a little high. And I want to be able to draw, pause, 1,000, 2, 1,000. I've done all these drills. I've done the drill where, you draw low, come up and hold. Can't do it. I either hold off low and I'm stuck low, or I hold up high and I'm stuck high, okay? So again, target panic is a bitch, right? Let's try this one more time here. So I'm going to try, and these shots are going to be terrible. I'm just going to tell you right now. So I'm going to try for the middle of the deer. There's a dark spot in the middle of that deer, okay? And what I want to do is I want to come to corner of mouth and then hold for, a beat, enough that actually I'm not doing any kind of drive-by, enough that my float settles, because I know I'm going to float, okay? Just like any other shooting. Whether you shoot a compound, one of these, you're going to float. Float's okay. But I'm not even allowing myself to come down. I'm floating on top of it, I'm not even floating around the center of where I want to hit. That's the problem. Okay, so I'm looking, and watch, as soon as I get to about here, I've already hit molasses. And I mean, look how much arrow I've got sticking out. That's ridiculous. So I want to come, 1/1000. I couldn't even get through 1/1000 on that one. Couldn't even get through 1/1000. Let's try it again. Corner mouth. That one wasn't too bad. Let's try it one more time. Corner mouth. That one went way low. I didn't, you know what? I said corner of mouth. I didn't even hit corner of mouth. There was air between my fingertip and corner of mouth. I'm gonna go grab those and we'll do it again. All right, so that was like the size of a beach ball, okay? It was terrible, okay? And yeah, I know you're wondering, like, hey, this started off as a video about Mushin and spine and whatever, and now it's turned into like a target panic video. What's going on? Well, just go with it, okay? It originally started with the spine I'm using for this bow, because I'm trying to, with the ASLs, I'm trying to shoot them a little bit differently. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, I don't know, compared to my other bows. But what I'm trying to do is, again, with this, make this poundage work for me, which is less poundage than what, you know, I should be shooting, right? I'm in the mid to high 40s on this one at this point. But then again, that's turning into this style of shooting, or any style of shooting right now, but trying to get past the target panic with this sight picture that I'm trying to get, okay? We're gonna do this again, okay? Well, I'm only about 17 yards. Okay, that went just a little bit to the right, but I don't know if you saw, like, I mean, I can't come right to anchor, right? Like, boom, get there. And I've even tried saying that. I've told myself mentally and actually out loud, get there. Doesn't seem to work, okay? Can't seem to get there and then hold and then have my arrow tip where I want it to be. So I can't even do like the 1/1000, 2/1000, 3/1000 go. We can try it. Anchor. Right now, I'm actually holding high. I'm telling you right now, I'm actually holding high. The entire time I was just talking to you, I'm holding like above it's like a bedded deer picture. I know you can't see it, but I'm holding like above the deer. That entire 1/1000, 2/1000 time, I couldn't bring myself to bring it down. Target Panet's a bitch. Here we go. Try again. One. I barely held for 1/1000, not even, but it went where it was supposed to go. My brain is just saying, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Didn't even touch corner of the mouth. It went where I was looking, but I had about this much gap. Woo, that one flew off way off. We're not even gonna talk about that one. Let's try to get one last good shot here. No, see, I'm struggling. I'm gonna take it down there real quick. Here, I'm gonna pause you, but I'll show you my shots. Okay, so again, that was only 17 yards. That's it. I mean, like earlier this morning, I was actually doing them. I mean, this one was terrible. I'll let that one go. But I was actually, like earlier this morning, I had, you know, a group like so, right? A group like so. Man, it's a jammer in there. Anyway, you get the idea, right? It was like that earlier, okay? But I can't do that all that often. When I really, really concentrate, I can do this. I'm gonna try like hell to come corner of the mouth, wait a beat, and shoot. Now the whole time I'm trying to still focus on the spot and keep expanding, but easier said than done. Nope, flew high. Now the whole time I'm still looking at the spot I want to hit, and I want to get the corner of the mouth and wait a beat. Easier said than done. Here we go. Corner of the mouth. That wasn't too bad. Nope, I dropped my bow arm on that one, but at least I did this part right, I think. One more time, let's see. Got a touch corner of the mouth, barely. So that's, except for the one I shanked really bad. So we're about like this, about this big. Let me go get him and do it again. See, I'm hung up right here. I hung up. Could not get the corner of my mouth. As soon as I said I'm hung up, I was about here on my mouth rather than here. That little extra bit, and I just pulled it back. Kind of saved the shot, but it's not what I'm supposed to be doing. Again, held up, just barely grazing the corner of my mouth on that one. I hung up on that one, screwed up the shot. We got corner of the mouth. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna take you down there, and that'll be the last of it. So this by no means is supposed to be any kind of training video for you guys of saying, do what I do, because obviously that's terrible, okay? But that is reality for me, at least with this bow, okay? With this style of shooting. And like I said, trying to do feather to nose with this one is, with these arrows, it's too weak. It makes it too weak, right? But I mean, that's a gigantic, that's a group that's spread out this wide, you know? So anyway, I don't really know what the hell the point of this video is. It's a long video at this point anyway, but the struggle is real. Try to change up stuff. Now I know guys that have been shooting the same way forever, and that's the way they shoot. And I wish I could get to that point. But I think I've been in this now 7 years, right? Some days I'm, you know, inside of a fist. Some bows I shoot better. Some days it's like this. I still want to get a good set of woodies made for this one, and I think I'm going to be somewhere in the 50-55 spine, or maybe even 45-50 spine. Just because I want the weight. These are too light arrows, right? So like I said, if I do the normal shot process like I do, or I come, anchor, and then do like a little expansion, these fly even worse than this, because they just end up way too weak. Like I said, I can reduce tip weight, but then I'm not going to hunt with these arrows. I'm only going to build something. Like, I don't do 3D, I don't do competition, I don't do any of that stuff. Anything I'm going to build, I want to make it hunting worthy, right? And these end up just way too light, and they end up way too light for the poundage of the bow. It's not even just like, I'm not even getting into the, oh, you know, you need a minimum of this to penetrate through animals and this and that. I don't know. I mean, if it's nice and sharp broadhead and flying straight, I don't have an issue with that. But as far as my confidence in it and the way it feels out of the bow, I want to be above, you know, 500 minimum, 550-ish or whatever. So anyway, that's it. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have your own struggles with this stuff, please comment below. Subscribe, big deal. I always forget to put up the little tabs up here that says subscribe and all that stuff. Well, I sometimes think you guys know to subscribe, but if you don't subscribe, please, I really appreciate it. But anyway, this is kind of reality for me right now with this bow, and with my other ASL, the Pacific Stick, which is even lighter poundage, which it still doesn't shoot. Everything's in the middle as far as spine range goes. So the tuning never stops, the practice never stops, but you just got to get out here and kind of work through those problems. So anyway, I've rambled long enough. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Please check out well, not really sponsors, but I'm really promoting Hiko Ito knives, right? He makes some incredible stuff. We're doing a giveaway. I don't know when this is going to air. They'll probably be gone by this point, but check out the link below. He's been incredibly generous to this channel, and he just makes like just beautiful hunting stuff, and I really appreciate his support. So anyway, that's it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. See ya.